Pandemic. The word itself brings in so many things, from the attic of our mind, right? We all know the impact of pandemics on our world, but just think, what would happen if the next pandemic originated in space? Seems hypothetical? Well, worry not. This video will take you on a journey into the realm of science fiction and examine the potential consequences of such an extraordinary event. Now, let's dive into the hypothetical scenario of what if the next pandemic originated in space? To understand the possibility of a space-originated pandemic, we must first look to the stars. The vastness of space holds countless mysteries, and one such mystery is the potential existence of alien life. Scientists have long speculated that microbial life may exist on distant planets or moons. If we imagine a scenario where a space probe or an astronaut inadvertently carries alien microorganisms back to Earth, it could trigger an unprecedented crisis. Let us imagine a scenario. So in our imagined scenario, a team of astronauts aboard the International Space Station, ISS, discovers an alien microorganism during one of their missions. Unaware of its hazardous nature, they unknowingly bring it back to Earth. The first phase of this hypothetical pandemic would be marked by a silent arrival. The alien microorganism would have a unique genetic makeup, making it undetectable by our existing earthly diagnostic tools. The astronauts would return home, seemingly healthy, unaware that they'd brought back an unseen danger. We can understand the gravity of this situation by a branch of biology and astronomy. That is astrobiology. Now, in reality, we can't accurately predict the nature of an unknown alien microorganism. It could be harmless, beneficial, or even dangerous. Our best approach would be extreme caution and strict containment protocols when dealing with extraterrestrial samples. Unfortunately, our hypothetical scenario takes a dark turn. As the days pass, the alien microorganism starts spreading, and the first signs of the pandemic emerge. Panic ensues as the medical community races to identify and understand the alien microorganism. The lack of knowledge about this otherworldly pathogen poses unprecedented challenges. We already have had an experience of a pandemic. How would our healthcare systems cope with a pandemic originating in space? Dealing with an extraterrestrial pathogen would present a monumental challenge for our healthcare systems. Firstly, our existing vaccines and antiviral medications would likely be ineffective. Developing new treatments would require significant time and resources, leaving us vulnerable in the early stages of the outbreak. As the pandemic spreads globally, governments collaborate to pool their knowledge and resources. International space agencies are brought in to investigate the ISS and gather data about the alien microorganism. Scientists would work tirelessly to decode the microorganism's genetic structure, hoping to find a weakness that could lead to a potential cure. But how would space agencies contribute to combating the pandemic? It's crucial to consider planetary protection protocols in space exploration to avoid such a scenario. We need strict measures to prevent the contamination of Earth with extraterrestrial organisms. While the idea of an alien pathogen may sound like science fiction, we mustn't forget the possibility of naturally occurring space viruses or bacteria. Cosmic events like comets or asteroids colliding with Earth could bring in new forms of life that our planet has never encountered before. Studying such microorganisms might be vital to understanding their potential risks. Our models indicate that the virus could cause massive casualties, disrupting economies and causing widespread panic. In the face of this cosmic crisis, humanity would undoubtedly come together to find solutions. Governments, scientists, and organizations worldwide would collaborate to contain and combat the outbreak. As the pandemic spreads, the world would witness drastic changes in society. Quarantine measures, social distancing, masks, and remote work would become the norm. Have you thought about interstellar pathogens and planetary protection? In this hypothetical scenario, the focus is on the possibility of interstellar pathogens, viruses or bacteria originating in space and potentially reaching Earth. Space missions, whether manned or unmanned, may carry the risk of returning with extraterrestrial microorganisms. To mitigate this risk, space agencies implement stringent planetary protection protocols to prevent contamination. However, the effectiveness of these measures would come under scrutiny in the event of an actual space-originated pandemic. Then there are unknown threats and delayed detection. One of the challenges posed by an alien pathogen is the delay in its detection. Unlike terrestrial diseases that have been studied extensively, a cosmic contagion would be completely unknown to medical experts. This unfamiliarity could result in initial misdiagnoses and slow response times, giving the virus an opportunity to spread unchecked. We also have in focus global pandemic and societal impact. A space-originated pandemic would have global ramifications, similar to previous pandemics such as the COVID-19 outbreak. Governments and healthcare systems worldwide would face immense pressure to contain the spread, and measures like travel restrictions, quarantines, and lockdowns would be enforced. The social and economic impact would be profound, affecting industries, jobs, education, and mental health. Then there's the bright side too, that is, scientific advancements and collaborative efforts. As scientists race to develop vaccines and treatments, they may discover unique characteristics of the alien virus, leading to breakthroughs in virology and medical science. Global scientific collaboration would become paramount as researchers share data and findings to accelerate the development of solutions. The pandemic could catalyze advancements in biotechnology. The demand for gene editing, personalized medicine, and other cutting-edge biotechnological solutions would skyrocket. Remote technologies would also experience a boost as telemedicine, online learning, and remote work become essential tools for maintaining daily life. If a space-originated pandemic occurs, space agencies and governments might reconsider their priorities in space exploration. Stricter measures for planetary protection and increased investment in research to understand potential space pathogens would be likely outcomes. It could also foster discussions about the colonization of other celestial bodies and the need for self-sustaining off-world colonies to reduce the risk of Earth contamination. The scenario, howsoever hypothetical, may raise ethical and philosophical questions. How should we balance the pursuit of knowledge in space with the potential risks to Earth? Should we limit certain space missions or adopt more stringent quarantine measures for returning spacecraft? These questions would spark intense debates within the scientific and policy-making communities. While the scenario of a space-originated pandemic remains hypothetical, it underscores the importance of responsible space exploration and preparedness for potential unknown threats. As we venture into the cosmos, let's remember that understanding the universe is essential, but safeguarding our planet should always be a top priority. What other what-if scenarios would you like us to explore? Share your ideas in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more mind-bending content. Until next time, keep looking to the stars and stay curious.